okay? I mean, the man is a multimillionaire and he failed 6th grade. Obviously, there were some problems at home, and he's going to get into that in a second, with his mom. Wow. That is how traumatized Justin Waller was in his childhood. And the root, so I also helped his best friend Andrew Tate, and I helped him with my shamanic gifts see that he had a major wound in his root. And men's root chakra is what fuels their masculinity, their sexuality. So if they repress there, then it comes out as overexpressed, lack of self-control. So, and then here we have, Justin's mom, very physically abusive. Only at 15, 6'2" could he finally stand up and say, no. How closed down is his heart to women after that experience as a child? And I'm going to quote Winston Churchill here, who said, "It is said that famous men are often the product of an unhappy childhood." And that is what I learned, that if I want Mount Everest-sized wisdom, I had to take on Mount Everest-sized wounds. Justin Waller has taken on Mount Everest-sized wounds. And that's why we attract what we are. That's why I was attracted into his life. That his soul is a very advanced soul, had to take on a very complex, challenging childhood and learn, have the opportunity to grow out of that. How do I, in the midst of all this pain and trauma, learn how to reparent myself, to recalibrate my nervous system? And that's what healthy parenting does, is it calibrates our nervous system with love, compassion, and enlightenment instead of fear, guilt, and shame. His nervous system was programmed, it was calibrated for fear, guilt, and shame, just like mine, at a profound level. Hence, we were attracted to each other, so that we could see ourselves. So we had an opportunity for growth. But, I was still working through my stuff. I wasn't, didn't have any enlightenment experiences yet. And I couldn't, explain all of that yet. I hadn't grounded into that reality for myself. So I couldn't pull out of my heart and explain it to him like I can now. Okay. So let's go and watch another video of his mom. Okay, hang on a second. And talking about her son. That is not it. Hang on a second, I can't find, Do you hear that she only talks about surface level? What grandparent wouldn't love an athletic child? Why does he have to perform to be loved? Why isn't he just loved? Why is that love? Everybody's screaming your name, Justin. See, you're loved, why don't you feel loved? That's an external solution to an internal problem. This is why change is an inside job. And you know what? I could pull up at Andrew Huberman, but I'll get back to that in a minute. But change being an inside job, and all she talks about is the outside. Well, we can only meet others as deeply as we've met ourselves. And she has not met herself on the inside, which is why she only focuses on, we're clapping. See, we love you. I have physical proof that I'm clapping for you, and that means I love you. Does that sound like a mature, healthy mother? Doesn't sound like a healthy mother to me. Yeah, he doesn't have all of this external validation, so he doesn't know who he is. This woman lives in such a codependent reality that the only way he could feel validated is if everybody's screaming for him. That's the environment that he was raised in. Those beliefs are in his subconscious lying to him. This man is a beautiful man. And I'm going to show you in a second that he's a beautiful man, okay? The beautiful man. There's no accountability there. Well, we all did it. It was hard. And, I didn't have an instruction manual. Where's the accountability? Where's the true apology? Apologies can only come with changed behavior. Well, I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. That is not an apology. That's gaslighting. An apology is, I'm sorry I abused you. I work every day to change. Can you please consider forgiving me at some point in the future? That's an apology,